So you all know I love to be outside, and in the warmer weather months, the outdoor area is just part of my extended home. I spend every moment out here that I can. So today's video is about my pool, patio, garden, and just general outdoor favorites. Things that my husband and I use pretty much on a daily basis outside, and we think you would like them too. Links to all of our favorites will be in the description box so you can easily shop. So this is our outdoor space, and as I look around, I just see so many things that I love out here that make our outdoor space, it just brings it to life. It adds fun and excitement and vibrancy, including Pollock's, right, buddy? And we just absolutely love spending time outside around our pool. We grill out here, we hang out, we just have a ball. This really is an extension of our home in the warmer months. So outside, my husband has his grill area. You all have seen this before, and it's not really about the grills, it is about the storage. So he needed somewhere to keep all of his grilling supplies, and he got this waterproof storage box, and he just thinks this thing is the bomb. Now his is full of grilling things, old water hoses, a bunch of junk, honestly, if you ask me, but you could use it for anything. So it is waterproof, and he loves it because it has this hinge system, so the lid will stay open. He can keep everything he needs to grill, which is all the time, in this amazing storage box. So it is really good looking. It looks kind of like wicker, but it really is a sturdy, solid box, and it truly is waterproof. That's why he picked it out. So everybody's got to have a water hose, and I hated dealing with the water hose that was on a caddy, and we always had to coil it up and fight with it. Half of it would be laying on the ground, so we got a water hose caddy. So you can get this with two different widths of hoses. We got a 5/8 hose, and what is so cool about a water hose caddy is you have 100 feet of hose. You can pull out as much as you need. The nozzle has all kinds of spraying systems. I can water my plants, my flowers. We can spray off the patio, put water in the pool, anything and everything. And then when I'm done with it, watch this magic. One little tug on the water hose, and it just instantly retracts right back in. Is that not amazing? So the hose caddy itself kind of swivels. You can push it up against the house so it's kind of out of the way, but it's mounted on the wall right there, and this is a game changer. So we have this nice seating area where we are always hanging out, but in the summer the sun hits directly on these chairs, and we had to upgrade our umbrella system, and y'all, this is an amazing umbrella. Show us how it works, babe. So we needed a really big umbrella to provide shade to almost this entire seating area. So we got a 10-foot market umbrella. And what's so amazing about this one is it turns and twists and lifts and tilts and does all the things. So no matter where the sun is shining from, we can shade the area. So it's a 10-foot square umbrella, which is gigantic if you think about it. And then you can turn, you can tilt, you can lift. It does everything, and it is so incredibly sturdy. We have a gray umbrella. I do believe it comes in a navy blue and several other colors, and one of the things that is so cool is there is a built-in solar light system. So you can see there's one big light in the middle, and then each of the arms under the umbrella have little teeny LED solar lights built into the arm. There's a little button on the side here. If you don't want the lights on, you too short. There's a little button. If you don't want the lights on, you can turn them off. But everything is solar powered. I'll show you here an image that I took of the umbrella when we were out here at night. But it's a really great umbrella. And the base. The base is so sturdy. It is not huge. It doesn't have a huge footprint, but you fill this with water or with sand, and it is incredibly sturdy. That little foot lever there, that is how you can turn and twist the umbrella to get it in any position that you want. It has a big arm on it, so it's easy to put down. Even I can do it. Take her down, babe. You just crank her down and stand her up. Love this market umbrella. It is really an amazing umbrella. So out in our yard, my husband loves to feed the birds. And we can't have a bird feeder up close to the house because the dogs, which, you know, there's Pollux up there, eat the bird seed and then they poop bird seed and it just becomes a whole thing. So we have a bird feeder that hangs pretty far out from our property line on a tree, and the birds are obsessed with this bird feeder. Come on, Lola, let's show them the bird feeder, sis. I'm walking out here so I can show y'all the bird feeder up close, but this is pure entertainment for us. Every time we're at the table eating, we are watching the birds because they are such a hoot. We scared the birds off, and oh, there they are. But the bird feeder hangs in a tree here, and we have a real problem with squirrels. So to combat the squirrels and to be able to keep them off of the bird feeder, my husband has done 3 things. So the bird feeder has an outer cage. When the birds sit on it, they can eat the food. If a squirrel sits on it, the cage drops and blocks the food hole from the squirrels. Then he put an extender arm on the tree, so the bird feeder hangs out from the tree about, what is that, babe, 2 feet? So it's a little bit harder, 30 inches, a little bit harder for the squirrels to get to. You can see we have a bunch of yellow finches on the bird feeder right now, and we feed the birds a hot bird seed. The squirrels don't like it because it's spicy, but the birds absolutely love it. So we never get squirrels on the bird feeder anymore, and the birds are so happy. And when Randy takes Lola out here to feed the birds, he has a certain little canister that he keeps his bird seed in so he can get it in the bird feeder super easy and not spill any on the ground. And he doesn't have to pour it directly out of the bag because we buy the bird seed in such bulk. It's kind of hard to pour it directly out of the bag. So he's got the system figured out, but look how much fun those birds are having. They're just a ball. They provide constant entertainment for us. So we spend a lot of time outside at night and in the evenings, and it really is about ambiance out here. So we have 3 different lighting systems that are super important. We love them all. So the first one is the solar tiki torches. We have had these hanging here for about 4 or 5 years, and they still work perfectly to this day. So these are solar powered, and they come on automatically at dusk, and most nights they will stay lit until dawn. So I love the way they look. The flame looks like a real fire, and everybody that comes to our house asks us about these torches. So they come on a really long pole. You can put them out in a yard. There's also a shorter section to the pole. You can put them along a sidewalk or out in a garden. We just have ours attached to the back of our wrought iron fence, and we have 4 of them out here. They come in a set of 2 or 4. They are a little bit on the expensive side, I know, but they are so worth it. Then we have solar powered Edison bulb string lights. This just adds a little bit of a fun element. And again, these come on at dusk. They stay on until dawn. We have 2 different strands of string lights. That's what we needed to cover our entire patio area. These are a smallish style bulb, but they put off a lot of light and just add a really great vibe out here. They do have a solar panel that we just clipped on to each end of our fence, and these come on at night as well. And then on our stairs, when it is dark out here, you cannot tell where these stairs are, as Lola demonstrates, but we added some solar powered stair lights. They have a solar panel on the top and a light on the bottom. So they're kind of triangular shaped, so the light shines down on the stairs below it. So these come on at night automatically and just perfectly light up our walkway. We have 2 on each step, and these are really fantastic. They help us and the dogs. And if you're wondering why we have these little mats here going up at a weird angle on the stairs, these are for the dogs too. So our new stairs can be a little bit slick. The dogs can't get a grip on this. So these little mats have a rubberized bottom so they don't scoot around. They're outdoor stair mats. The dogs will go right up. They can get a little bit of traction and just zoom right up the stairs. So those are for them, not us. And my herb garden is one of my new favorite things. Is she not a cutie? So this little herb garden is the perfect size to hold all of my herbs. I have 10 basil plants in here, a thyme, a rosemary, and a mint. It is the perfect depth. Not too big, not too small. It has a handle on the side, so if I'm out here working, I could put my little clippers and shears right there. You can move it around because it has wheels, and there's a shelf underneath where I could keep anything if I needed. She is just adorable, and I am so ready to make basil pesto. And with this mint, we love to drink Kentucky Mules when we're in the pool. This is delicious. If you could just smell these herbs right now, it is amazing. Look who came out here to be in the video. Hey, Pollux. So one of our favorite things ever to keep things clean, like concretes and patios and decks, is our power washer. So I got this electric power washer a couple years ago, and it is so much easier to use than those gas-powered ones. So this has an assortment of nozzles to do, the different angles and do all the different things. But what I love, it is one touch to turn it on. Literally one touch, it powers right up. It is just easy to use. I can power wash for hours, but honestly, I don't have to clean for hours because I use a surface cleaner attachment. This is a 15-inch attachment onto your power washer that just makes everything effortless, and you can clean so much faster. So mine's been in the garage all winter. It's a tad dirty, but I'm getting ready to break it out and do every bit of this patio. This is what I do every year. I love power washing stuff. But this circular surface attachment has a quick connect, so it just snaps right on to the wand on the power washer, and it has this rotating power sprayer thing underneath. You can see that it's on wheels, and it just glides across the surface, and I can do so much more concrete in just a few minutes. This is an amazing little tool. So anytime we're out here by the pool, you will find me sitting in one of these lounge chairs. This is truly one of my favorite places in the world. And we had Chase lounge cushions for years, like 10 years. They rotted, had to be thrown out. And I searched high and low for new cushions. I even ordered some on Amazon. They arrived and they were total junk, and I sent them back. So these cushions are actually from Sam's Club, and we had them before. We just had them out here for so many years that we needed to replace them. The lounge cushions come in a set of 2. There's several different colors, and they have the perfect attachments for our lounge chairs. Our lounge chairs, in fact, are also from Sam's Club. But these cushions have a Velcro system that goes underneath, so it holds it in place, and there are ties on each corner so it stays in place. It is soft and cushiony. They are water repellent. They're made of sunbrella fabric, and these are really great. But when I'm out here hanging out or in my swimsuit, I don't want to sit directly on the cushion, and I always struggle with, oh my gosh, I got to put 2 beach towels out here, one on the back, one on the bottom, and then I have more to wash, until I discovered the perfect Chase lounge towel. I have 2 different colors because honestly I couldn't make up my mind. Let me show you how these work. So the Chase towels are the same length as our actual lounge chairs, and they have this little turnover system here on the front, so you can put it over the top of your lounge chair. It's not going to fly away, and then they're a great length to cover the entire chair. So this can be my towel, it can be where I'm going to sit if I'm reading, and they came in so many different colors. They come in a 2-pack. So I got 2 of navy and 2 of white with a navy stripe. And when we're out here in the pool, covering the cushions with the towels is really the perfect setup. These are made of a really great, super soft kind of terry cloth material, and they wash up fantastic. So we have dogs, and what do dogs do? They poop in the yard, right? Well, we got this pooper scooper that is a game changer. I don't have to come out here and bend down and try to use some little handheld scoop and have a plastic bag to pick up poop. Nope, no more bending down. I just use one of the different arms or attachments that came with the pooper scooper and pick up the poop and toss it out in the woods. It really is that easy. Lola loves it out here too, don't you, miss? What are your favorite things, miss, about the pool? So when we're outside, we have got to have music. That is what makes it so fun. So my husband was dying to get this turtle box. He wanted it for years. Finally got it for Christmas, and he's obsessed. If we're outside, the turtle box is outside with us. So this is an amazing speaker system, y'all. The sound is incredible. The volume, the bass, all the things. It is not huge, but it's kind of old school, cool, rustic looking. So we love this one because it can be indoors, it can be outdoors. You can take it camping, you can be out in the woods, it can be by your pool, you can get it wet, and you can even float it in the pool if you want to. So when I'm in the pool, I'm going to be in my favorite pool float, and we have 2 of these, one for my husband and one for me. So what's so great about this pool float is it will fold up. It has like a kind of squishy side to it, and the bottom is mesh, so you can be sort of in the water, sort of not in the water. There's a hole here you can put your feet in or prop your feet up. And I love this because when I'm in the pool, I like to read. I never like to be laying flat. So I have a cushion here which keeps me propped up a little bit. I have a cup holder, and when we're in the pool together, of course, I don't want to float off to one end and my husband's at the other end. We like to hook together, and these floats have a suction cup system, so we can suction onto each other so we stay together in the pool. Or if you don't want to do that, you can suction cup onto the side of the pool. If you take these floats to the lake, you can suction cup onto the side of the boat so you don't float away. These are just amazing floats. They look really great, and if we're outside in the pool, we're always in our float. And when we're outside, we're always in our favorite men's and women's flippy flops. Right, Lola girl? So my little flip-flops, I call them my beach and pool flip-flops. They have a great sole on them. They are true flip-flops. The top is soft and squishy. There's no break-in period. You can get them wet. You can jump in the pool with them. I wear them out in the yard, and they're available in basically a zillion colors. My husband has his favorite flip-flops. They're a brand called Reef, and he is super picky about his flip-flops, and he loves these. He loves them so much. He has them in 2 colors, and he swears these are the most comfortable flip-flops he's ever worn. So those are my pool, patio, garden, and just general outdoor favorites, stuff that I don't know what I would do without. And if you want to shop them, links are in the description box. See you later. I'll see you outdoors.